welcome back to another video. And in today's video you have this 2022 Nissan Sentra, and we're going to do the front grille chrome delete installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how it looks before doing the installation on the front grille, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we used a gloss black material, that way it matches the color of the middle grille. If you like the product, link for the product will be down below. But with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So before starting with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the panel. So to prep it, all you need is water, baby shampoo inside a spray bottle. Once you have your solution, spray your solution onto a clean microfiber towel and just start removing all the contaminants that the panel may have. And then just make sure once you finish cleaning the panel, make sure that everything is completely dry. That way the adhesive on the film is able to stick to the panel and the water does not damage the adhesive side as well. So once you finish prepping the panel, now we can move on with the installation. So the first piece we're going to start off would be for this middle section here. So with this one, when you grab your piece, you can start from either side. Just make sure you align it to the small cutout that the grille has right here in the middle section. So wherever you start, just align it from there. So place it there, and then just use the top half of the grille as a guide to align the film. So it should fall into place like this. Now that we placed the film, grab your squeegee and start tacking it down. So secure this middle panel first, make sure you're removing the air bubbles behind the film, and then once you're done securing this section, start securing this flat area here. That way afterwards we're done with this, we're able to tuck the material underneath the panel here. So just like that. Start from the middle when you're going to apply the film underneath the chrome, and then work your way to each side. So like this, and it should cover everything, and then start on this side now. And it should cover everything on the bottom half here, and any material that you could tuck in inside the panel here, just tuck it inside. And then once you're done installing it, grab your blade and trim off the excess material that you have underneath here. There's a small gap where you could insert the blade where the panel is located. That's where you just insert the blade and trim off the excess material. And if you have any excess material on the top, you would trim it off as well. Just take your time and trimming off whatever material we don't need. And that should be it. And now we can move on with the side pieces here. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next install, which is for this section of the panel. So with this one, start by aligning this section of the film to the body line of the grille where it separates this piece from this piece. So if you go a little bit above it, that's perfectly fine, just as long as you match it to where the body line is. And then with this one, make sure that the film, you align this section as well to this side of the panel. That way you have material to cover around as well. So align it, lift it carefully, follow the design, and it should fall into place here. If you happen to have any air bubbles behind the film here, just lift the film carefully up to where the air bubble is located, and you would grab your squeegee and just start tacking down the film. So now we remove the air bubble and it should be flat. Now all we need to do is help the film tack down to this curve. So slowly, little by little, work your way on helping the film tack down. So you can use your finger to tack it down slowly. And the reason why we're going slow is because if we rush it, then we might accidentally crease it. So we want to lay on this curve first, slowly. Once you have enough material around the curve, then we can use our squeegee to tack it down. Okay, and now we're going to apply heat on this lower section here of the curve. So now once we finish tacking down this side, now we need to apply heat to help the film tack down around this curve. So just grab your heat gun, apply a little bit of heat around the curve here, and then slowly, little by little, help it tack down to the curve. So now it's tacking down to the curve, and just do the same for the rest of the film here. Apply heat and then just tack it down to secure it. Let it cool off and then start squeegeeing to secure. And then around the curve here, we're going to apply a little bit of heat as well, just to help it sit around the curve underneath the panel right here. And then just don't forget to finish tacking down this side. Since there is a big gap, you can just tuck in the film. And on this edge, we're just going to trim off the excess material. So there's a small gap here where you could insert the blade and trim off the excess material. And now just apply heat one more time, just to help the film sit wherever we trim. It might have lifted, so just apply heat to just tack down the film back again. Okay, now we move on to the top piece. So for this last piece here, all we need to do is the same thing as we did it for this lower section. It's just align it to this edge, but also making sure as you align it, you give yourself enough material to cover this side and enough to cover this edge here. So it should cover roughly around there. Take a look and see if it's going to cover everything. If it doesn't, we just need to realign it and fix it. So that should be good there. And now slowly, little by little, help it tack down. Take your time. And it should just fall into place here. Now that we have this area secured, grab your squeegee, start tacking it down, help it curve down here, and tuck it inside here to cover the top section. And it should do a full coverage. And then for this side here, same thing, slowly, little by little, tack down. And just help it tack down to the curve, and that should be good. And now just apply heat just to help the film sit, and then we'll trim off the extra material that we have on this edge and on the corner here. Just tuck in the material that we can, and then whatever's excess, we'll trim it off. And that's pretty much it. And you would rinse and repeat the same steps that we did for this side to the other side. And then once you're done, we would finalize it by post heating the entire panel. So the last thing to do once you finish installing the whole kit on the front grille would be to post heat the entire panel. So to post heat, all you need is your heat gun and just apply heat all over the panel. Make sure you heat around the area where we overlap, and just helping the film secure to the panel more faster by helping the adhesive activate faster. And then once you're done with this process, you're done with the installation. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. Okay, so that concludes the installation video for the front grille chrome delete installation for the 2022 Nissan Sentra. We hope that this video helped you guys out with the installation. If it did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, that way you don't miss any upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.